Hey guys, this is Cam for 15, back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Batwoman Season 2 episode review for you guys as this season is winding down. I believe we have 2 or 3 more episodes left in this season left to go, and then we are done with Batwoman, and on to Batwoman Season 3. This episode was another good episode by Batwoman, despite what the haters freaking say. We see Diggle finally make his first Arrowverse appearance for the first time since Arrow season 8. While he's going on his, I guess you can say his character arc before, I'm guessing he's gonna take up the Green Lightning, or not the Green Lightning, the Green Lantern role. So definitely, I thought it was a solid episode, a good episode, and I very much enjoyed this. So yeah. Anyways, we see Batwoman chasing down somebody in a mask who are apparently using swords trying to kill people and stuff like that. So yeah, now she manages to kill this one person, she manages to stab through this one person. Ryan's calling for backup, but Luke's kind of just not there, and we see Luke kind of just on Wayne Tower, just sitting on the edge and just looking depressed as all. And essentially Luke's telling Ryan, look, I just want to be by myself, I want to be alone, so just go away. Now we find out that Tavaroff, he got out of prison, or he got out of going to prison, because apparently, they found out that, well, he was falsely accused. I don't know if he was falsely accused for damn near putting almost killing Jacob Kane. I think trying to almost kill somebody should warrant you going to jail. But he gets out scot-free. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Anyways, then we cut over to Black Mass. Black Mass and Sophia are working together. Or it seems like they're acquainted with one another. Now, Sophia's essentially telling Black Mass, I think you made a mistake having Alice meet Cersei, because guess what? Now that Alice knows that Cersei is really Kate Kane, are you stupid? Because that's Kate Kane's sister. She's Beth Kane. So yeah. Now Alice and Jacob managed to capture Cersei, which in reality is Kate. And we also do find out that the Sword Lady is Tatiana, because Ryan goes into this one house. Tatiana already killed somebody there. And when Brian takes off the mask, we see it's Tatiana. So, okay. Now, we cut back to the Batcave. We found out that the person Tatiana killed was killed by Cersei. Now, in terms of Jacob and Alice, Jacob and Alice are trying to get Kate's memories back, so they get some things from her past and stuff like that. They're trying to remember. Ocean also meets Jacob for the first time, and yeah. Now, in terms of Luke, he goes to this bar to confront Tavaroff, and he says he's gonna try to take him down. Hold on. Sorry for that. But Luke wants to get back at Tavaroff and stuff like that. And this is when we finally see John Diggle himself back in this. And he starts to take a little bit of the mentorship role in this episode in Luke, and stuff like that. Now, Diggle actually tells Luke he probably shouldn't try to pick a fight. You're not probably gonna win. Are you sure you sure you want to do this and stuff like that? So, yeah. Now, we come back over to Jacob and Alice. They actually start to break down Kate's mind and starts to actually get through there. And we see a nice symbolism of like a young Kate trapped inside, this locked door. And she sees, obviously, or she hears Beth on the other side. And kind of that's the thing where Beth is keeping the sanity within Kate Kane, her personality within her and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, though, they're at the Crow's place. Tatiana and the False Face Society members show up. They capture Kate. They try to capture Kate. Kate manages to run away. She runs into Ryan later on in the episode, but they managed to capture Alice and Jacob Kane. Jacob's with Black Mass. Alice is with Sophia, though. Now, the thing is, Luke tells Ryan because obviously they need help and stuff like that. Now Luke tells Ryan, look, I never even wanted to come back. I didn't want to come back to life. That's when he tells her, like, look, I saw my father and I had a chance. And then if it wasn't for you guys bringing me back, I would have been dead and I could have saw my father again and lived with him. But, you know, and stuff like that. Now, again, like I said, Ryan finds Kate, brings her back to Wayne Tower. Mary and Sophie all reunite with her. And the thing is, Kate sees Sophie and she automatically is like, Sophie. And they have a nice embrace moment. That was a nice cute moment, even though the actors aren't obviously the actress of Kate isn't the same actress as Ruby Rose. It was still a heartwarming moment to see obviously two people that really care about each other reunite with each other, stuff like that. Now, like I said, Jacob is captured under Black Mask custody, and essentially Jacob's like, just wait till I freaking tell the GCPD who you really are and stuff like that. And essentially he can't do that because guess what? We find out that there's some I guess dirty cops that work for Black Mask and are under Black Mask's, I guess, payroll. And essentially now they essentially convicted Jacob for working alongside Alice and stuff like that. So yeah, now we see Luke and Tavaroff play a game of poker. Luke kind of just bests him and owns him. They later go into a back alley and they start brawling, but Luke starts to get his butt kicked. Then that's when Diggle comes in, and Diggle's like, yeah, don't trust me. This guy's nothing to me. I fought like a lot of people and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, Diggle has a nice conversation with Luke, essentially saying like, you know, use your anger as a fuel to do the right thing, to serve justice, you know, and stuff like that. And I like the conversation Diggle had with Luke. It was definitely an eye-opening thing for Luke to hold on so he can transfer it to obviously Batwing, which his suit looks dope as shit, man. So obviously that's a good thing. Now we've also found out that Diggle's having like, you know, head issues or like stuff like that because Luke brings it up. From what I've seen, people are saying the reason why those head issues are a thing is because he's rejecting the Green Lantern ring and stuff like that. He has to accept it, and then I guess all that stuff will go away. So yeah. Now, the Bat family, they by using Morse code with the Bat signal light, they go get Luke to come join them and stuff like that. Now, what we find out too is Kate is back on the Cersei side because Alice isn't there. Kate lashes out at Mary because now the Cersei side is coming back to trying to take control of the body and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, eventually they knock her out, thanks to Mary having an injection. And Ryan says, listen, you know, we're gonna have to exchange something to get Alice back. And the thing is, what we're gonna do is this. How about this? We exchanged my last desert rose flower, even though it was a tribute for my mom. Give that to her so we can get Alice and then fix Kate. And even a few characters in this episode alone, like, you're giving up a lot. That's the last thing of your mother. And I did like the conversation when she talks to Sophia about it. Sophia's like, you would give the one thing that is from your mother to save a person you hate. What type of logic is that? But obviously, you know, Batwoman's like, or Ryan's like, well, this is Kate Kane. She's a person, you know, she's a good person. You know, why wouldn't I do that and stuff like that? So, yeah, that's what happens. They make the trade. Now, the thing is, before Alice leaves, Alice is kind of making a little bit of jokes. She's like, well, guess what, Sophia? Now I'm going to have everything. I'm going to have my sister, my boyfriend, my dad. I'm just chilling and I'm living life. And then Sophia's like, oh, yeah, you see, the problem with that is you can't have everything, Alice. You see, your problem is you think you're entitled to having everything, but no, you're not, honey. Essentially, she hints at the fact that Tatiana went after Ocean, and stuff like that. Now Alice is like, we have to go save Ocean, but Ryan's like, no, we're not gonna do that. You're gonna go get your sister back, and we're gonna do that. I don't care about your damn boyfriend. But that's when Alice kind of walks away and she's like, fine, fuck you then. If you're not gonna help me, then yeah. Which again, I have a bad feeling this is gonna come back to bite Ryan in the ass again, because for some reason she just can't, see, this is one of the dumbass shit. Okay, you had Kate and now you have Alice. You can't tell me you can't go help Alice with Ocean and try to maybe fix this strained relationship you have. Now, because one, you already left her to high and dry and was getting killed by damn near Kate earlier in this season. You've already built up a freaking hostility between one another. Now she asks you to help her this one time. You can't do this one thing and help her and assist her. And guess what? You're just gonna be like, no, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. You're here to help out your sister. And stuff like that. Again, strained relationship, which leads me to believe that Alice is gonna just maybe have sympathy for Kate, but has no sympathy for Ryan. And the bad part is she knows who Ryan really is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you should help her. Anyways, we see Alice kind of story point ends this episode where also too, I forgot to mention before Sophia started talking to her, Jacob Kane actually goes on the news site and they say that, and Jacob Kane admits the fact that Alice is his daughter, and essentially it's a nice speech saying that he still loves her and he still cares about her and stuff like that. And obviously that touched Alice in a type of way that made her now be a little bit more sympathetic. But speaking of Alice, how she ends her episode, part of this week, part of the episode, Tatiana comes down in the same sewer system with the subway. She manages to kill Tatiana. She also finds out that, oh, guess what? Use this blade to bring you back, alive and stuff like that. She kills Tatiana. So Tatiana's not coming back to life no more. She's dead. But as she's getting into the subway cart, she sees that Ocean got his throat slit, and now Ocean is officially, I guess, dead for good, unless they want to pull another plot twist where, hey, it's a fake of Ocean and somehow he's still alive. What this is gonna mean for Alice, I've seen some things around. She could be like now an anti-hero potentially. That's definitely looking like where they're taking it. Like she can be some sort of anti-hero, or she can go off the deep end after now the fact that Ocean is killed, because she thought she was about to have everything in her possession. She thought she was about to have her lover, her dad. Now her dad's going to prison, and her sister. Now really in reality, she's back to essentially, I guess you can say, ground zero. Dad's put away, Ocean's dead, and now really only member is Kate. Now again, they will see, because later in the episode, Jacob asks, pleads with Mary to get Beth or Alice and Kate to go back together again. Maybe that might fix her sanity, but who knows? This could lead to Alice just going on the deep end and just giving no fucks anymore, saying that I've lost everything, I'm done, everybody's dying, essentially. So that could be the thing there too, because it was looking like, okay, maybe Alice might get her life back together and change, she might go away in the distance and stuff like that. But it seems like here she could take the role of being maybe like I said, either an anti-hero or just going off the deep end where she gives no craps about people. She's just gonna be murking people, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of where her story ends. We don't see what happens there. Now Kate is with Sophie. Kate tells Sophie, like, I need to go get this drink. Could you please go get it to me, and stuff like that. So that's what Sophie does. Luke eventually finds out from Kate and Mary that Kate is still alive. So what happens in the tail end of the episode is Mary calls up, obviously Jacob. Jacob, we hear is being transported to, like, I think Metropolis prison or something like that to go on trial. And then two, that's when Jacob's like, listen, unless Black Mass is put to justice, I can't do much of anything. Mary, you need to bring Alice and Kate together. I know what Alice has done to you in the past wasn't the best, but listen, you need to bring them together because they need to be reconnected again. They're family, stuff like that. You're all family. Go save your sisters, essentially. Now the thing is, after what happens is Ryan and Luke go to Sophie's, and they essentially see that, well, guess what? Kate's gone, and stuff like that. So then we cut over to Black Mass, I'm guessing, mansion. Kate, the Cersei side in Kate's body, is there, and essentially she's telling Black Mass, like, why do I have all these memories of Kate Kane? Like, why can I know where her wine bottle is at, or her alcohol is at, and stuff like that? Am I Kate Kane? Essentially, that's what she's saying. And obviously, Black Man's like, no, you're not. This is just an episode and stuff like that. You're fine. Then, she literally grabs one of her daggers, stabs Black Mass in the friggin' hand. I'm like, damn. And then that's when Sophia shows up, and she's like, well, women have to do their own decision, make their own decision. So I wonder, is Sophia gonna use Kate for her own ulterior motives, which is gonna be interesting to find out, because now they brought obviously the first half villain back into this, now combining it. We'll see what happens next week, but definitely I think Batwoman's really good. It's definitely the back half of the season is going much better than some of the elements they put in the first half of the season, and stuff like that. Now obviously the main thing people are going to talk about is Kate gonna take back the mantle of Batwoman. I feel like what they will do, especially with Luke becoming Batwing, is I feel like they're gonna keep Ryan as Batwoman, Luke as Batwing, and maybe now they have Kate as the new person in the chair now, replacing Luke, since Luke will be on the field now. Even though we know Mary can extent do that, obviously Kate's more knowledgeable in using the Bat computer and stuff like that. So I envision that's what she's probably gonna do. Maybe she'll retire from going on in the field, and she'll just be the new person in the chair, telling Luke and Ryan where to go and stuff like that, along as well as being a mentor-like figure to both of them in their obviously stuff. So I feel like that's what they're going to do. I would like that. So yeah, other than that, that's kind of it. So I enjoyed this episode. I think where Batwoman's going is really good. It's definitely, it's honestly one of the best stuff on the CW. A lot of people give it hate because, hey, let's trash Batwoman instead of just, well, I don't know, just admitting that, this is actually a pretty good storyline going on here. Again, I've said it many times in the past. I feel like the whole thing with Batwoman is people just hate Batwoman just to hate it because they didn't like the first season, and the whole trend is rip on Batwoman, hate on Batwoman, and stuff like that. But again, Batwoman in season 1 was like one of the most viewed shows every week. So, guess what? It doesn't matter. So suck it, haters. I personally like Batwoman. Yes, does Batwoman have its issues? Yes, it does. I'm gonna admit that. It does have its issues. But I think Batwoman isn't as bad as everybody makes it seem out to be. They make it seem, people say this again, people make Batwoman out to seem like it's the worst show in the history of the entire, history of modern day television. Ninja, I've seen worse shows than Batwoman. Oh, please. If you're really that type of person that's just gonna hate on it, stop watching it and just go watch another CW DC TV show, or just don't even watch the CW in a whole. But because people want to see the show fail or apparently get canceled or whatever people's wishes they want of this show to happen, they keep coming back, which means you're keeping giving them views. So in other words, you're wasting an hour of your night watching a show you don't like when you could be doing something better. So congratulations, people. You're wasting your stupid time watching a show you hate. I would never watch a show I hate and waste my time, because now I know I'm freaking lost hours of things I could have been doing. I could have been doing something else with my life. Anyways, that's just kind of my little mini rant of people who still hate the show. Again, I thought this episode was great. Some people I've also saw weren't very impressed with the Diggle presence. They thought he'd be more of a thing. Ninjas, if you watch the entire show and you just didn't watch this episode for Diggle, if you watch the entire season, you would tell that this is just a character arc for Luke. Yes, to see Diggle in this episode is cool. It also goes for his character arc, but it was also for a mentor-like role to get Luke to become Batwing. There you go. If you're really disappointed in that logic, get a freaking life and go rewatch Arrow again then, if you miss Diggle so much. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this episode, as well as hit that subscribe button to get more Batwoman season reviews or any other CWDC TV show reviews. And other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you check out this video. Until then, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.